Well, as we've been talking about, spring is here and Easter in just a few weeks. Now, of course, Easter traditions always involve eggs, which we know were a little bit more expensive if you tried to go to the grocery store earlier this year. To help us out with the holiday, Bill Scebbi with the Colorado Egg Producers is here. And Bill, you come bearing some really good news. We don't have to change much of our traditions, you're saying.
You're right, Jordan. There's no reason to get worried about it. Eggs are coming back. The prices are going down a bit, and we should be on target to really have a great celebration for Easter. So there's no reason to worry about finding eggs this year. They're in your stores. Oh,
you're making a lot of people happy right now, Bill. So talk to us about the fact, because we did see that avian flu wipe out a pretty big population of chickens there. How's the recovery going with that?
Recovery is going really well. As you know, we lost 85% of our farms here in the state of Colorado, probably closer to 90%. So egg production in our state ceased. There wasn't a place to go ahead, and there wasn't a farm that was producing eggs at the rate that we normally see them. So with avian influenza, the entire population has to be replaced at those farms, and we're in that process now. And it takes time. You can't force Mother Nature to grow any bigger or any faster than what it's going to do anyway. So we see them coming back, and we're very hopeful that we'll be in full production about the middle of June.
So it takes time, but we already seeing the benefit to that happening right now. Egg prices aren't as much at the grocery stores, so you're going to find them right now. You know, you might have been worried about your groceries and everything like that. The last thing you were probably thinking about was dyeing those eggs, but it sounds like we're going to get to have the deviled eggs, the egg salad, the hard-boiled eggs that we like to dye and hide in the yard.
Exactly right. On top of that, we're going to have the opportunity to have our traditions like we normally have. Dye your Easter eggs, make your cakes, make your bakery, enjoy that family time. Yeah. Because not only are eggs a good value for nutrition, but they're valuable to the times that we spend together and the food that we eat from a nutritional standpoint and traditions with our families.
I want to go back to what you were talking about. You know, of course, it takes time. Does your association happen to know maybe the outlook of prices as we move into the future now that you say that farms are kind of getting their chicken populations back?
Certainly do. Eggs are back on target to be about as they were last year, I should say not last year, as normal prices, as people know them as normal prices, about the middle to the end of June. It just takes time. I was just at a big national meeting, and it's heartwarming to hear how hard and dedicated our farmers are across the country to get back on track. They realize that the products that they're producing are important to families, are important to nutrition, are important to our lifestyle. So they have worked very diligently to get eggs back in the market and on target with pricing.
All right, and I'd be remiss to ask while we have you here, what is the best thing you can do with your eggs for Easter? What is your favorite tradition?
Oh my goodness. Other than hiding them in places so the grandkids can't see them and find them real quickly, but egg salad is always something that comes up right after Easter, along with just having a hard-boiled egg with salt and pepper.
Oh, yes, you're a traditional man. I like that, Bill.
Yes.
Well, I'm definitely a deviled eggs kind of person, but
exactly.
So we can combine our two.
Exactly. Get to our website. You'll find all the recipes there.
What is the website?
ColoradoEggProducers.com.
All right, perfect. Bill Scebbi, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me, and have an extraordinary day.
Bill, you can hang around. Ed, Bill's coming for your job over here. He's got your humor.
I know. I love it.